Welcome to the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 AA girls are getting set to take on the York Devils in the second game of their Sunday doubleheader. Hi everybody, it's Rizzo here bringing you the action on Rizzo Vision on demand for this one. The Bandits opened it with a 4-1 win in the early game. It was a hat trick for Julia Folya and another goal by Jessie Sperling. 2 on the power play, 1 for Folya even strength, 1 for Sperling on the power play, and the final one into an empty net to seal the deal at the end. Bandits will be wearing, once again, their home dark pink jerseys with the gold helmets, black pants, and their colors of pink, black, white, and silver integrated throughout the uniform, including a stripe on the shoulder and the bottom of the jersey. The Devils are wearing their 50th anniversary kit, which is in the colors of the old Minnesota North Stars. There's a Y on the front for York. These jerseys first introduced in 1973. It had a Tasmanian devil on it back then, but this version is the one you have here. It doesn't look so normal with the black pants that have the red stripes on it, which is their normal color scheme, but that is what they go with. They're pretty sharp, as Debbie Rizzo ducks under. She's the one providing the replay cameras, and sometimes also Eileen Kalish, whose daughter, Harper Keenan, guards the net to your YouTube right, and on the left, it looks like it is Kaylin Crossett once again playing both ends of the doubleheader. Underway here in period number 1. Cochran off the face-off, sends it in. Bandits turn it around, picked up now by Ryder. Moved up the near side wall to Maluzio. Shot was blocked by the shin pads of Sperling. Sperling on the left wing, Camarada on the right wing, and at center it's Folya. They accounted for all 4 in game 1, although chances were abound as the Bandits held a 30-9 edge in shots on goal. Venuto moves it up just out of the reach of Sperling. Maluzio grabs it, gets it to the far side wall. Oh, smashes into Folya right there. And both players get up, and now Maluzio with another check on Sperling. The Devils were in the box 7 times in game 1. The Bandits just once. And that did produce 2 power play goals for the Bandits, but they had a lot more power plays than that, as the Devils played most of the second period short on personnel on the ice, sometimes at 3-on-5, many times at 4-on-5, or some combination thereof. Gabby Rothstein with Mandy Scott and Mia McSherry comes now to neutral ice as the Bandits move it out, but brought back in. Bertinetti had it. There's a shot on Keenan, first save of the game for Harper. And a quick pace to start with, but a couple of stoppages. As Kenny Sperling walks by. Shot comes at Keenan and she steers it to the near side. It's against the wall over there. Now it comes out into the near side and centered, but no sticks got on it. Madison Brewer was there. McSherry breaks in. They were 3-on-2, but she elects to dump it. And the Bandits lose it behind the net. Brewer up the left side wing, trying to get the wheels moving. Has to get by McCaffrey, can't do it. Katie picks it up, shovels it forward off of the referee, and now into open space. Doesn't connect on the pass directly with Mandy Scott, but Mandy has plenty of room, grabs it, dumps it in, turns and heads to the bench. Kepler and Shoemaker-Gromick now on D. Otterbein with Claus and McSherry for the moment was there. There's Rizzo now. So Luisa Rizzo, the wing on that line, breaks through a couple, gets tripped up by Kratzer, and the Bandits draw the first penalty of the game. Rizzo was breaking in, and there were a lot of defenders over there, but she had a lane to get there. Katie Kratzer goes in for the trip. Luisa Rizzo draws it. 14:49 left, period number 1. And the Bandits have the first power play of the game. They'll line it up with Folia on the dot, Camarada in the slot, Gabby Rothstein on the left half boards, Jesse Sperling at the left point, and Logan Shoemaker-Gromick, the captain, the Stevenson commit between the points. Off the face-off, Gabby Rothstein has it, looks to center it, but nobody there and doesn't get it through. York trying to move it out. It's Amber Maluzio. She will move it into all 3 zones. Bumped by Camarada, but still with it, gets a shot, but it goes through the crease and never actually got toward the goaltender. Long pass picked off by Maluzio, turns spinning, sends it right back in, but to Shoemaker-Gromick. Abby Rothstein looking to get some room up there, shovels it forward for Sperling. Sperling didn't get what she wanted on the pass, but ends up getting the puck. Wrist shot, saved by Crossit with the blocker, and the puck comes to the boards on the half wall on the far side. Picked up, sent around. Sperling's there at the point, has to get through one, but can't get through Ryder. Ryder's 2-on-1 here, has Cochran in the middle, and Shoemaker-Gromick forced the play to get blown up. Ryder lost it and couldn't regain it. Comes to the point, shot was blocked by Sperling with 50 seconds left on the Bandit power play, the first of the game, with Kratzer in the box for the trip on Rizzo. Nelson and Camarada get tied up. Puck comes out to Ryder, who sent it out of the zone. 30 seconds now on the power play. Venuto retreats back, has McCaffrey, and finds Katie. McCaffrey to Scott. Scott gains the line of center. McSherry rushes in on the near side, and Kepler on the far. Comes to the point all the way on the right. McCaffrey can't keep it in. She doesn't have a step. Cochran is behind her. Cochran with the push, but pushed McCaffrey right into the puck. Cochran takes a spill. Bandini was over there, knocked out of the zone by Nelson. Another spill by Cochran. Might have to get those skates sharpened when she heads back to the York area in Pennsylvania. Brewer puts some pressure on. Bandits dump it in. First 4 shots of the game, 3 have gone the way of the York Devils, 1 to the Bandits, the opposite of what happened in period number 1. McSherry up with Otterbein. Rizzo will join your picture on the right as she changed for Scott. And the rush comes up the far side. Nelson with it, trying to turn the corner, gets down low, shoots it off the side of the net, and it's bounded back to Bandini. Olivia Bandini can't handle it as Rizzo knocks it out, but Maluzio picks it up and sends it forward. Otterbein chips it off the wall. Picked up in the lane by McSherry, who fires it down and hustles off. She was way at the end of her shift, and Bella Bellin jumps on at the right wing. Looking for a loose puck over there. Brewer is the one with it, sends it up the middle for the breakout. Bertinetti has it. Bertinetti trying to turn the corner on the left side, gets through Redmond, but Redmond still sticking on her hip to hip. Comes around to the near side wall. Olivia Rothstein to Luisa Rizzo. Now up by Otterbein. Bellin has Rizzo, tries to send her on the break, but just a moment too late. Needed to fire that one just a little sooner, and Maluzio doesn't need much time to recover. Picks it up, takes it all the way around, fires a shot. Inaccurate, but it serves as a dump in, and now the Bandits take it out. Bellin had Rizzo right there, and she had the timing right, but it was skates that got in the way of that one. Otherwise, Bellin sends Rizzo in. On the offside, whistle stops play with 11:08 left in period number 1. No score between the Bandits and the York Devils. Bandits in the dark pink with the gold helmets. York Devils in their 50th anniversary, green with yellow and white. Unusual compared to their normal color scheme of black, white, and red, which are still in their shorts. Perez had it for a moment. Sperling picks it up, dumps it in, and got it past Harris. Puck battle on the near side wall. Get a decent view of that from here. Giving up a little space between here and the glass to let the fans in attendance have a better sight line. Sperling comes in, bears down, shot, cross it, made the save, and the puck just trickled over the top of the net. Sperling was able to walk right in, has time behind the end line, now gets some company. Chipped off the boards on the far side where the Zamboni enters, and that took a funky bounce, not a true one, that's why the puck stayed in there. Perez has it, gets it knocked out, but did get it out of the zone. Sperling trying to get through Kratzer, sends it for Foldia. Foldia marches down the slot, tries to tee it up, but sent wide. Sends it in front, was looking for a redirection from Camarada, but didn't get the connection. Phillips with it, skates through a couple of zones, but gets it poked away. Cochran fires it on the one-timer. It hit a couple of Bandit sticks on the way. Izzy Camarada off the boards on the far side, chips it out, but Cochran picks it up, sends it to Maluzio. Bandits changing. Maluzio will get it down low and stick with it. Hits the brakes, backhands it in front, one-timer, and they score. Big play by Maluzio, spun around through a blind pass in front, and Emily Phillips is the one who deposits it in for the one-timer, and the York Devils, for the second time today, have jumped out to a 1-0 lead with 9:20 left in period number 1. Nifty play by Maluzio. She came down, was going to go behind the net, hit the brakes, and just spun. She's a righty, and she spun around to her right and just backhanded it right to Phillips, who one-timed it in from the opposite side.
Time of the goal, 9:20 remaining.
Cochran with the second assist. Bandits now on the attack. Scott up front with McSherry and Gabby Rothstein. McSherry keeps it in on the far side corner. They play catch below the end line. Gabby Rothstein in front. Mandy Scott with the shot and a save by Crossit. Scott got the stick on it, didn't get as much on it as she would have liked. But it does force the face-off. Gabby Rothstein checking the range of motion on the shoulder before she steps into the dot. McSherry in the slot, Scott on the near side wing. McCaffrey at the left point, Redmond on the right. Redmond keeps it in with the backhand and then the forehand, but Bertinetti is the one to pick it up. Gabby Rothstein chases her down. Katie McCaffrey steps up to knock it out. McSherry picks it up, dumps it in, and chases Kratzer, who takes it around the end line for Brewer. Brewer has that one knocked away. Scott and Brewer with a stick battle over there. Centering feed goes through a bunch before it's picked up on the near side by Bandini, and Bandini gets it up the wall on the near side. Draws some contact over there. Sticks flying around a little bit. They're going to have to watch it as Katie McCaffrey, a defenseman, races in on her own and gets one shot off and another, but what she really did was allow the Bandits to make a nice clean change. In comes Kratzer, bumped by Redmond, bumped again by Redmond with the hip. 7:50 left, period number 1. York Devils with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Emily Phillips, number 87 in green. Bandits breakout. Claus over for Bellin, a little too strong. Otterbine's out there at center. Comes up to Perez. She moves it into the offensive zone and dumps it in. Goes around the end boards, picked up by Shoemaker Gromick. Logan has a little room, dangles that one forward. Going to try to beat everybody here. Gets down low, shot, blocked away by Maluzio in the end. One-timer by Claus, who was streaking down the middle. She got it, but it didn't get through all the traffic there. Claus now pursuing Perez up the wing on the left side. A couple of Bandits run into her, but Perez picks up the puck, shoots, and Keenan knocks it away. Steers the rebound into the far side corner. It's sent up and into the Bandit bench to stop play with 6:54 left in period number 1, and York holding a 1-0 lead. Bandits took the early game 4-1. They spotted York a 1-0 lead in that one. And they've done the same here. Cochran against Folia on the dot. Folia wins that one. Kepler sends it for Sperling, who had to come down off the breakout spot and send it to safe ice behind her own net. Shoemaker Gromick now has a couple of teammates with her to help out, and one of them is Julia Folia. You'll get a good look at her right there. Racing in through a couple of zones, but a little too much traffic. Left it right for Sperling, gets down low. Shot was blocked and didn't get on net. Crossett didn't have to make the save there, and she's glad. Sperling over to Camarada, has somebody in the middle. Olivia Rothstein had cheated all the way into the slot. Now gets it between the points, steers through one, and dumps it back down. Bandits don't have any other players low except Folia, but they do pick that off. Folia did get that. Sperling actually was the one way down low. Sent out of the zone and sent right back in offside. Whistle stops play, 5:57 left period, number one. York 1, Bandits nothing. On Rizzo Vision. Rizzo Vision on demand from the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey. Folia with Sperling and Camarada against Cochran. Folia wins it, walks right in, tees it up, shot, save, and Crossett holds on. Same group for the Bandits will do it again. Off the face-off, York Devils win it. Brewer on the far side breakout spot. Gets a little traffic there. Eventually gets it out to Bandini, but Camarada picks it off. Camarada was trying to send Sperling in, and the down player there is Harris, who did get enough of it. Camarada trying to slow down Bertonetti. Bertonetti gets it through the end boards to the near side wall. Puck battle ensues over there. Folia sends it off the boards, but Harris steps in, takes it all the way down. Shot blocked by Folia. Ref in the way there. Benefited at first the Devils, but eventually the Bandits, and York sends it in offside. Whistle stops play. 5:04 left, period one. York Devils 1, New Jersey Bandits nothing. Bandits in the dark pink jerseys with the gold helmets. York Devils in their 50th anniversary greens, like the old Minnesota North Star scheme. Won by the Minnesota Wild as a third jersey, similar scheme just a week or two ago. It had those colors and that setup, but with the Wild logo in the middle. Pretty cool. If you're into that sort of thing. Wilson on the near side sends it in, but it's quickly brought out. Now a loose puck over there. Falkenroth sent it to the near side wall. Perez takes it away from Scott, but sends it to Gabby Rothstein. A lot of traffic in the middle. Harris throws it up. Redmond had it for a moment, but sent it in and was rebuffed. Rothstein got just onside for Katie McCaffrey's dump in, and it comes up the near side wall. McCaffrey keeps it in with the backhand. Katie with a strong game earlier, and starting out this one as well. Redmond has to spin around, dumps it in with the backhand, forcing Kratzer to chase it down. Scott tried to pick her pocket from behind. Eventually it's McSherry who got a piece of it, but it's sent out. McCaffrey picks it up, has her defense partner Kira Redmond to pass to. Scott now over to Otterbein as a shift is in progress of changing. Otterbein has to send it back for Kepler, who just jumped on for Redmond. Over now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey looking for Mandy Scott, chips it forward. Scott with the backhand sends it in. Otterbein on the rush. McSherry on the far side wing. And she's maybe looking to find the back of the net. Rizzo jumps on for McSherry to complete that change. Ryder gets it handcuffed. Rizzo nearly picked it off. Claus gets a piece now, sends it forward, a little too strong for Rizzo, but Cochran's stick angled in a way as to help the Bandits get a dump in. Goes up the far side wall. Phillips gets it at the point on the far side, brings it out for Cochran, leaves it for Ryder, tees it up, shot blocked away by Shoemaker Gromick. Second offering knocked away. Now moved up the far side wall. Kepler looking for Rizzo, almost had it, needed a little more sauce on that pass to get it out because Cochran bunted it down. Maybe a softball player over there with that hand-eye. Comes to the point, Rizzo just knocks it out of the way and hustles down, tries to put the pressure on Maluzio. Maluzio with it, skates it in front of her own net, looking for an open lane to put the puck down and ices it. So a small little thing in the margins right there. Does that lead to the offensive zone face-off? Yes, it does because of the icing. And now you get some fresh legs out there and maybe an offensive zone draw win. And if the puck ends up in the back of the net, it's the play that led to the play that led to the play. They do win the face-off. Olivia Rothstein sends it through traffic when Kaylin Crossett steers it away. Bertonetti tries to knock it out of the zone, does first with the glove and then with the stick. Rides Olivia Rothstein against the dasher on the far side corner. Camerata trying to dig it out. We're under 2 minutes left in period one. Bandits trail 1-0. Phillips with the goal for York. Here comes Jessie Sperling. Loses it, but picked up by Gabby Rossi, rather Camerata. Izzy trying to get through traffic, but there's just one too many green jerseys. Olivia Rothstein sends it down to the far corner for Folia with under 100 seconds left. Was centering it for Camerata, but picked off by Bandini. Bandini against the Bandits. Sort of loosely translated in Italian. You could say Bandini means small bandits. But it's loose, it's loose. That one sent in offside as Maluzio was way in the zone. Whistle stops play, 1:11 left period, 1-0 York over the Bandits. Shots on goal, 6 for York, 5 for the Bandits. The Devils had 9 shots in the entirety of game 1. So they've come out, they had 4 shots in the first period of game 1, so far 6 with a minute left in the first period of game 2.
1 minute left to play in the period.
And you can hear the artificial intelligence announcement as Gabby Rothstein races up the left wing, gets in, shoots, saved by Crossett, and she holds on. So we do see Crossett play the first and second games of the doubleheader here as Alexa Gottfeld mans the defensive zone bench door. Off the face-off, McCaffrey wins the puck that was sent back to her from the draw. It's below the end line now. Bandits able to set up there. Gabby Rothstein, rather McSherry left it for Scott in the near side wall. McCaffrey picks it up, sends it through traffic, redirected in front by McSherry, but it goes wide. She might have redirected it with the skate. That one's sent down, and unless the laws of physics cease to exist, it will be an icing, and the laws of physics remain undefeated. Face off to the circle to the left of Crossett. That's the glove side. Folia will take it. Sperling in the slot. Camerata on the half court to the right. 23 seconds left in the period. Plenty of time for the Bandits to tie this game if they get the chance. Knocked away by Camerata, but now just 16 seconds, and she gets creamed into the boards, and Cochran is going off for the body check. So the first penalty of the game for York is they call a roughing on Cochran, and Camerata dusted up with a lot of snow, skates over to the bench under her own power. 12.4 seconds left, first period, so they'll get an offensive zone draw here on the power play. They scored 4 seconds into a power play in game 1. Folia on the dot, McSherry in the slot. It comes to the point. Sperling's there, has to send it down with 7 seconds. It's taken out of the zone. Maluzio still has time. Knocked away by Shoemaker-Gromick. That's going to expire the period. And it's a good thing that Shoemaker-Gromick bodied that one because Maluzio would have been long gone. Shots after period number 1. York Devils 6, New Jersey Bandits 6. The score after 1, York 1, Bandits 0. Ready for period number 2 with the Bandits trailing 1-0. They will start it out on the power play for 1:48 as Harper Keenan now protects the goal to YouTube left, and Kalen Crossett guarding the cage to YouTube right. Underway, period number 2. Folia starts out with Gabby Rothstein and Izzy Camarada up front. Shoemaker Gromick at one point. Puck redirected at the net, and Crossett covers it up. Sperling, typically a left wing, plays the left point on this power play alignment that you see. Shoemaker Gromick on the right point. The only regular defenseman out there. This one's not going to be an icing as the puck was chipped. Shoemaker Gromick under pressure from Nelson, spins away, takes a whack. Nelson had it picked off for a moment. Ryder was getting involved there as well, but Shoemaker Gromick eventually wins it back. She's got a lane. She's going to try to take it to the house and now drops it as the Bandits set up. Camarada and Shoemaker Gromick play with it. It comes to the far side. Folia manned the point for a moment. Now Shoemaker Gromick comes to the point, and Folia trips down to the backside. Going to try to tee it up. Shot was blocked away. Really wanted to one-time it there, but had to settle that puck. Kept in by Folia. She has room to shoot, but elects to begin to set it up as the Bandits have 50 seconds left on the power play, trailing 1-0 in period 2. Wrist shot was tipped and goes over the bar and up the near side wall. Ryder tries to battle Folia. Folia picks it up, had it right down the middle, sends it to Sperling. Shot, one save, rebound, comes out. Bandits will set it up again with 30 seconds left on the power play and just underway here in period 2. Sperling knocks it down with the left thigh and keeps it in. Bandits spreading out. They're looking for the back door maybe. Camarada's over there. Gets it. Oh, Folia tipped it and might have just knocked away a pass that was going right to Camarada. Comes in the slot. Folia can't get it. Sperling can't get there. Here's a potential breakaway. Short-handed. Bertinetti gets in. Backhander. Saved by Keenan, and she kicked it out. Ryder was there too for the rebound, and Keenan keeps it a 1-goal game. Folia turns around on the other side with the penalty expired and gets a shot off, but it was blocked. Harper Keenan came up huge on the breakaway by Sam Bertinetti. Kept in by Otterbein at the point, trying to get it down low. Redmond jumps on, Claus jumps on. Claus picked off that pass for a moment, but Phillips used the body to help get it out. Redmond with it, sends it right off the boards underneath us. McSherry with Claus and Otterbein at the moment up there. Redmond under pressure, sends it off the far wall. McCaffrey and Claus kind of in the same spot. Outlet pass picked up. Nobody can quite get a handle on it. McSherry has it now. McSherry's going to skate it in and dump it. Off the end boards it goes to Kratzer on the far side. Otterbein puts pressure. Claus tries to force the turnover. Did for a moment, but Cochran picked it up. As we hit the 14-minute mark of period 2. Bandits had a power play to start this period. They trail 1-0 after a 4-1 win in game number 1 about 5.5 hours ago, give or take. A lot of neutral zone play here. Redmond going to try to out-battle Bandini, hits the brakes, turns around, chips it up and into the York bench for the whistle to stop play. Now with Rizzo and Scott up front. Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto on the back line. Off the face-off, Bandits will get it up and out of the zone. Scott to Rizzo, will get it in, dump it to the side. Crossett couldn't handle it there. It wasn't going on net, but Rizzo put it in an awkward spot. The goalie went to play it. Comes up the near side wall, Brewer. Brewer is going to get it through one zone, two, and then dump it in and skate past Venuto, but Olivia Rothstein will clear it up to the far side wall for Luisa Rizzo. Rizzo gets chased down by Bandini. Puck goes back into the defensive zone, worked up and in now by Harris. Harris dumps it wide. Olivia Rothstein reverses it for Folia. Folia is going to just ice it down. I'm not sure why she iced it there. Just smacked it right down. Might have been a call from the bench. I couldn't really hear it from here. I have the glass right in front of me, so I can't hear too much going on from the glass. Bandits resetting here. Gabby Rothstein on the dot. Now with Otterbein and McSherry. So a couple of new alignments there. Could just be that they're off from the penalty time or from the way that the shifts went, or they could be trying some new alignments here because this is a unit that I don't recall having seen together. Venuto up past Otterbein. Doesn't complete the pass, but gets it out of the zone. Forced to retreat is Maluzio. Maluzio nearly had that one picked off by McSherry. Gabby Rothstein got a piece. Falkenroth sends it in. Knocks down a clearing attempt. But Gabby Rothstein swept through to send it back below the end line. Otterbein got handcuffed. Gabby Rothstein sent it to her. Perez got it out of the zone. A lot of neutral zone play here now. That puck did not go into the Bandit bench, but a couple of Bandits were ducking. And it's fired up the near side wall. Handcuffed Venuto, gets it away before Perez could sneak in. Gabby Rothstein with it. McSherry holds up to stay onside. Shot comes in, rebound comes and swept away. Gabby Rothstein got a shot off and there was a rebound right in front. McSherry was there, but just maybe a moment too late, or a moment later than she needed to do. Rothstein gets the stick lifted, but still with it, gets a shot on goal. Sperling jumps on from the bench, knocked that one down for a moment, but Bandini got a piece of it, and it's dumped in and followed by Nelson. Olivia Rothstein up the near side wall, now from McSherry, looking for someone in the middle. Fanned on the clearing attempt, and Phillips sends it back in. Goes to the far side for Olivia Rothstein, and now for Folia, but ping-ponged right back in. A lot of neutral zone play here. Bandits now have jumped to the advantage in shots, 9-7, but they trail 1-0 on the scoreboard with 10:30 left in period 2. No icing on that one, and that puck rolling on its end. It took a little curve. That cross it there. Not dangerously, but that's because she was paying attention. Two Devils collide and Kratzer's stick goes flying. Up the near side wall, too strong for Phillips, not strong enough for icing as Shoemaker Gromit gets to the line. Hits the brakes, does Phillips, comes by, here's Camarada, gets it taken away for a moment, but Folia picks up the loose puck. Camarada has a shooting lane, shot, and it goes in! Izzy Camarada ties the game with 9:48 left in period 2. Camarada and Folia barreled up through the neutral zone. It got knocked away and regained. Camarada took the shot. It looked like it might have hit the blocker of Crossit and just popped up in the air and found its way in. So that one's probably going to be Camarada from Folia. Tying it up on their 11th shot of the game are the Bandits.
Bandits goal scored by number 93 Isabel Camarata, assisted by number 12 Julia Folia and number 2 Logan Shoemaker Gromit.
Kratzer picked it off.
Time of the goal, 9:48 remaining of the second period.
Didn't have enough time to get it offside. They're going to say this one goes all the way down. That's a brutal call. I mean, they never call the intentional offsides. They call it on that one where a player on the far side didn't realize that her teammate from completely on the opposite side was still in the zone. You do not see it called very often. It's an intentional offside, and that one was dubious. So let's see if York could take advantage. That's a potentially big break there. As the referee now opts to get out of our way, the way of the viewer. Bandits are going to break out. Bellin tries to send Rizzo, but sends it to Kratzer. She sends it in, and they're going to call the intentional offside on that one, and that one's going to even it out. So no intentional offside for months, and now 2 in the span of a minute.
Let's go, Devils!
Of a 1-1 game with 9:13 left in period 2. Offensive zone draw will be Otterbein with Bellin in the slot and Rizzo on the far side. Boards off the draw. Maluzio jumps in, grabs it, looking for some room, sends it toward the point, and it's shifted out by McGonigal. Kepler grabs it in neutral ice, sends it forward. Rizzo was waiting for that thing to get to and eventually backhanded it in. Sent out. Perez is going to pick it up. Doesn't have much room there as Kepler steered to the outside. Sent at the net. McGonigal was right there. And Keenan threw the glove out forward and covered it up before Kelly McGonigal could get a piece of it and maybe have the easiest goal of her life. Offensive zone draw. Perez will take it for York against Gabby Rothstein for the Bandits. Smacked around the boards by McCaffrey. Comes up toward the near side wall, and then Redmond reverses it up the backhand. Looking for a little help there. Scott has it. Didn't realize maybe that she had more time, but Gabby Rothstein cures all ills many of the times. Number 18, she's just everywhere. Now Nelson picks it up, trying to get through traffic. Gabby Rothstein took the stick errantly in the right hand. Seems to be okay, but was shaking that hand as Nelson was trying to get through. They battle for it in the far side corner. One-time attempt doesn't get through traffic. Maluzio pinches in from the point, still with it, chips it off the boards to herself. She'll stay down low as McGonigal drifts back to cover the point on the opposite side. Maluzio now back in position. McSherry blocked that one away, but not with the breakaway that she wanted to get from it. Maybe caught a little of the stick in the skate as she was limping out.
Come on, Jay! Keep it in!
Devils keeping it in. Bandits trying to get it out. McSherry eventually will do that. Mandy Scott one-on-one with Maluzio. Tees one up, shot, save, cross it, and she hangs on. So the Bandits with one little opening there. They were desperate to get it out of the zone, but didn't settle for just dumping it or anything more. Mandy Scott had a chance to dump it and instead got Maluzio to backtrack a little bit and got the shot off, and that forced the offensive zone draw. Off the draw, Venuto can't get it through traffic as it goes off the right boot of Phillips. Now back to the point, it trickles through. Olivia Rothstein has the angle, so Venuto lets her take it. Up to the middle of the ice, the neutral zone. Ryder throws it down in. Venuto retreats to pick it up with 7 minutes left in period 2 of a 1-1 game. Harris sends it at the net, knocked down. Phillips nearly swatted that one in. Never got all the way to Keenan, but it was right in the danger zone. Here comes Folia. Sends it off the boards, regains it, looking for someone, reverses it now. Camarada sends it to the middle, but somebody got a piece of it, maybe Nelson. Comes up the near side wall and out. Venuto quickly over to Olivia Rothstein, lefty to lefty, up the middle of the ice, it trickles, cross it, we'll play it to Kratzer. Kratzer gets through one, sends it forward for Phillips. Phillips looking for some room, doesn't have it, comes in just onside. Folia tries to smack that one out of the zone, but it hits the skates of Ryder, who sends it back in and then jumps off for a change as Brewer jumps on for her. Camarada got a piece of it. It comes into the offensive zone, no icing called. It was waved off right at the beginning, so it must have been a tip out of my purview. As the boards are real close over here, can't see quite what's happening when it's that close, so somebody was ruled to have gotten a stick blade on it or having touches. Venuto trying to play catch and gets it to Otterbein, who sends it for Claus in the middle. Claus tries to get it to sit down, gets one shot, and the second one is saved by Crosset, and she holds on. Annalise Claus knocked that one down, shoveled it forward. The 5-hole was under lock and key by 49, Kaylin Crosset, who keeps it a 1-1 game. 13-8 the shots for the Bandits. 5:32 left, period number 2. Otterbein with Bellin and Claus. Here's Bellin dumping it low. Otterbein coming out the other side, but it's reversed up the near side wall. Comes up the middle, trying to break through. Bertinetti almost behind the defense, but Shoemaker-Gromick just held serve long enough to prevent Bertinetti from getting in. She had one breakaway stopped by Keenan before. That's why it's a tie game at this point. Shoemaker-Gromick reverses it, looking for some room. Here comes the captain. Gains the line of center, dumps it at the net, and Crosset had to play the hop right there, like a second baseman turning around on the throw from the left fielder, having to turn around, catch a short hop, and drop the glove down to make a tag on the runner. That draws the offensive zone face-off. It's Gabby Rothstein on the dot, Andy Scott in the slot, and Mia McSherry on the wing. McSherry battles for it below the end line. Bertinetti fires it to the point. McCaffrey keeps it in and sends it down low. Luzio with it, tries to send it up the far side wall to the near side, and does get it there, but not in possession. Bandini with it, was trying to work it off the boards, didn't do it the way she wanted, but eventually got it up, but not out. Kept in, and the Bandits still keep it in. McSherry has it, has someone in front, Gabby Rothstein, but the shot leaves no rebound as Crosset grabs it. Shots at one point were 6-6. They're now 15-8 in favor of the Bandits. So they've had 9 of the last 11 in the game. And another offensive zone draw. This time it's Folia on the dot with Sperling in the slot and Camarada on the right wing. Comes now to the far side. Bandini trying to outrace a couple. Has the possession for a moment, but Sperling's tying her up with the skates. Gets a little help there. And they move it around. Now up the middle and up the right wing. There's going to be a trip. The Bandits are going to be shorthanded. Redmond had possession of the puck, but they didn't blow the whistle, and Keenan made the save. I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle when Redmond got possession of that puck and moved the puck forward. So Camarada will go off for the trip with 3:36 left in period number 2. And the Bandits tied with the York Devils at 1-1. Keenan made a nice save on that last play. It was through traffic, a high shot. Harper got the glove up there to snare it. Defensive zone draw.
Bandits number 93, Isabel Camarata, minor penalty for tripping. Time of the penalty, 3:36 remaining of the second
gets all the
period.
way through traffic, but never got to the net. Venuto gets a powerful clearing attempt, and Kratzer regroups in neutral ice. They make some long passes, mostly accurate, but still a loose puck. Folia picks it up, chips it out. Harris jumps into the lane to pick it up. They'll take it wide, and now they will try to set up. Ryder tried the blind pass. That's a similar play to what led to the first goal. And that one was by Maluzio to Phillips, but this one was read very well by the Bandits, who have 1:09 left to kill on their second shorthanded attempt of the game. McSherry knocked that one out of the grasp of Cochran. Kratzer picks it up. Kratzer was shaken up toward the end of game 1, but seems none the worse for wear. This one's sent down, and Crosset watches it go about an inch wide and an icing is the call. Venuto was trying to get the clear and put it on net, but icing in effect in all situations at this level. Not the NHL rules, nor the high school rules in New Jersey, at least. In New Jersey, high school, girls and boys hockey, if you're shorthanded, there's no infraction for icing. Maluzio trying to push Gabby Rothstein out of the way. It comes to the point, she keeps it back in. They'll do the same thing again, throws the shoulder forward. Picked up by Phillips, looking for some room, sends it to the far side. Now Kratzer tees it up, saved by Keenan, and Harper holds on with 2:01 left in the period and 26 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Bandits, at which time Izzy Camarada, they hope, will exit the penalty box in the course of play. That means they'll have killed it off. Comes up to the point. Maluzio had to take a funny bounce. Mandy Scott doesn't have the breakaway because Katie Kratzer was way back there playing safety. At first I couldn't see her because I'm watching the game and my camera, which is my phone, was blocking my view of Kratzer. So I thought for a second that Scott was going to be off to the races, but
Team Bandits has returned to full strength.
Team Bandits has returned to full strength. And there is Izzy Camarada, can't beat Maluzio to that one. And those two press each other into the boards. Shrugging back, Camarada hit the brakes so as to not draw the penalty over there. And we're allowed to push, but when it comes to the boards, if you push against the boards like that, they will give you a penalty. So Camarada hitting the brakes was the elixir that she needed. Keenan knocks that down.
1 minute left to play in the period.
We have 1 minute left to play in the second period of a 1-1 game. 15-12 the shots for the Bandits now, but the last 4 have gone the way of the York Devils, who were just offside, but they didn't call that. Maluzio retreats into her own end, plays it for Nelson, but not cleanly. Scott looking for an opening. Brewer had it for a moment, but lost it. Pass up the middle for Camarada doesn't connect. Nelson is going to get in, try to get behind the D. Deeks through one, shoots and scores! And with 23.4 seconds left in the second period, Lacey Nelson unties it, and the York Devils take a 2-1 lead. Nelson got to the left dot, or just below it. She tried to tee it up for a shot, whiffed on it, but it turned into a dangle because she was able to get past Kepler, and when she regained the puck, was able to turn and get just enough of an angle to beat Harper Keenan on the left side. So that's a big one. Whenever there is a goal in the first minute or the last minute of a period, the coaches will tell you that those tend to mean a little bit more. We'll see if the Bandits can negate it as that one comes in and Keenan makes the save with 5.3 seconds left in period number 2. So now York, after falling 4-1 in game 1 today, has a 2-1 lead in the waning moments of period number 2 of game 2. Off the draw, it's tied up. Brewer gets it, but is going to run out of time. So we end period number 2 with York holding a 2-1 lead on the goal with 23.4 seconds left in the period by Lacey Nelson. Shots now through to 15-14 for the Bandits. The last 6 of those in the last couple of minutes go the way of the York Devils. Bandits will be looking for some magic here to erase a 1-goal deficit as they head into the third period. Period number 6 of the day between the Bandits and the York Devils. York with the 2-1 edge as Harper Keenan goes to protect the cage to your YouTube right. There's number 40 in the pink jersey. And Kaylin Crossit now, the 6th period of the day, guarding the goal to your YouTube left. Gabby Rothstein starts out with Mandy Scott and Mia McSherry up front. Katie McCaffrey and Kira Redmond on D. Redmond retreats into her own end, gets bumped off the puck. Ryder picks it up, but it's walked through and stolen away. Hello, Otterbeins. Sent up through the middle. Rothstein comes in offside as McSherry was way in the zone. And the unmistakable Rothstein smile saying, I never saw her. Off the draw, Rothstein wins it over to Redmond for McCaffrey, who backhands it into the zone but didn't get the full dump in. Here comes Ryder trying to get through one. Phillips is down the middle, but Redmond is well first to that puck. It comes to the point on the far side. Cochran kept it in, but sent it right to Gabby Rothstein. Sockers it forward off the skate and the stick. Now trying to turn the corner. Sent it toward the middle for Scott, but Malucio just jumped right in the lane. McCaffrey trying to keep it in. Gabby Rothstein, where they got the stick lifted, and Malucio sends it out of the zone. Venuto with it up the far side for McSherry. McSherry trying to get through the far side. Can't do it as Cochran grabbed it, sent it down. It's not going to be an icing because Olivia Rothstein chases it down. First minute 15 of period number 3 has elapsed, and the Bandits are going to go on a power play here, it looks like. And hook is going to be the call. And I think it's Avery Ryder going into the box, and it is 42. So the Bandits with their second power play of the game, they are 0 for 1, each team now with 2 attempts on the man advantage. Decidedly different from the first game when the Bandits had 1 penalty and the York Devils had 7.
York Devils number 42, Avery
Bandits set up on the power play. It comes down low, comes now to the point. Shoemaker Gromik's going to chase it out. Logan takes 1 point, and Jesse Sperling takes the other. Up front, it's Camarada, Folia, and Gabby Rothstein. Here's a, oh wow. Michaela Harris was about to take a breakaway, and just, the puck just sat in a pile of snow right in front of her bench and didn't even exit the zone. It looked like she was going to have a breakaway. Didn't even get it out of the zone. But now they play through a couple of zones. Harris has it again. This time has the line of center, dumps it in. Keenan steers it aside, but Bertonetti outraces everybody for it and takes the puck. She's got Bandini in front, and maybe didn't see her, but she's working on possession. Somebody lost a glove over there. It looks like Bertonetti, and she picks it up. And now comes Folia, sends it for Camarada, or maybe back to Folia. She took it herself. Folia looking for somebody in the middle. Can't get it through the traffic. Gabby Rothstein, Sperling try to send it down low for Camarada. This one I don't think will be an icing because it's going to die on its end, and it does. McCaffrey will go to pick it up with 39 seconds left in the power play. Gives it up, but Camarada takes it back. Cochran sends it up the middle. Brewer trying to get the legs moving as it's sent in offside. 26 seconds left in the power play. Bandits will change a couple up or more. They will face this one off at center with 14:03 left in the game, and the Bandits now trailing 1-0. They were by 1 goal. 2-1 is the score. 14:03 is the time. Venuto over to Mandy Scott, didn't get it cleanly, so Malucio is going to pick it up and try to get it all the way in, gets it into the offensive zone, bumped by Kepler, gets it through another one, sends it back toward the net, but Keenan steered it right away. McCaffrey is going to pick it up, skate it to the line of center, dumps it in, tries to follow
Team
it.
York Devils has returned to full
York
strength.
has killed off the penalty. Comes up the near side wall. McSherry looking for it. Sends it right back down low, but there's no pink jersey there, nor gold helmet. Pops out of the zone. McCaffrey picked it up. Backhands it forward. McSherry has it. Scott gets on side. McSherry trying to fight for it. Sends it down low. Didn't connect with Scott. Had possession. Had a little time and space, but didn't use it to the full advantage. Brewer, as she does, puts quick pressure on. One ref on the near side thought it was icing, but the far side ref said no. It was close. McCaffrey's going to jump in at the point to send it in. McSherry picks it off the wall, shoots, sends it wide. Abby Rothstein trying to grab that puck. Now on the far wall, it's McSherry in a puck battle. Brewer gets it all the way out of the zone, but Rizzo eventually cut her off and got it to Venuto. Off the boards for Rizzo. Can she be the one to tie it up? Gets through one, gets tripped up, and Rizzo again draws a penalty. And for that, a spot on the bench. So she draws the penalty, and she goes over to the bench, and her team has a power play as this unit, which connected twice in game one, needs to connect here in game number 2 if they want to tie it up. Folia starts it out on the dot with Camarada in the slot and Gabby Rothstein on the left half board. Sperling at the left point, Shoemaker Bromick on the right. Bandini and Bertinetti up front killing it off with Nelson and Maluzio, who just seems to never get a break. He's always out there. Sperling shoots, had an angle, but shot it wide. Bandini got beaten there by Shoemaker Gromick, who keeps it in. They'll try it again. Shoemaker Gromick knocked it down. Bandini uses the left foot to soccer it out. Picked up and through neutral ice, Gabby Rothstein gets it. Nelson jumped in to bump her away. Bandits clear the zone, and Rothstein awaits the pass from Folia. Folia has it and sends it now to the near side. Folia's been open there in the slot a couple of times, but is elected to dish to the outside after having a hat trick in game 1. She had 1 even strength, 1 in the power play, and 1 into the empty net. But trying to show off the passing skills here, and she's helped them get set up, but it hasn't resulted in anything on the scoreboard. Here's Julia. She'll skate it in one more time. This time she will shoot, and it's kicked away with the right pad by Crossett. Bandits setting up now. Sperling comes down low with it. Sperling takes it around the net. Sperling looking for somebody. Camarada trying to get to the back door. Folia's already there. Comes to the point. Shoemaker Gromick just missed it, and Camarada will hustle back. This is a live puck. That's not sent down by York, so it's not an icing. Ryder might have had a chance to pick that one off, but it eluded her, and now the Bandits will attack the other way. Venuto sends it forward, but gets it knocked away by Harris. 16 seconds in the Bandit power play, but they haven't been able to muster more than 1 shot on goal, and there's 10:34 left in the game, and they're trailing 2-1. Up from Andy Scott. Scott will turn and burn, gain the offensive zone, even strength. She takes a shot, rebound kicked away with the left pad. She had an angle there, and she drew, her shot drew a good rebound, but nobody was there to put it in. Cochran sends it up the middle for Phillips. Phillips 1-on-3 tees it up. Keenan saves it and covers it as Cochran bore down. 10:01 the time remaining in period number 3. 2-1 York Devils. 17-15 the shots in favor of the Bandits. That shot clock has been of ebb and flow in this one. The shots seem to come in bunches for one team and then for the other team. It was 15-8 Bandits at one point, then 15-14 by the end of the period, and now 17-15 Bandits. As the puck comes up the near side wall, this is Rizzo. There you see 21 bearing down, lost it there on some of this slow ice. There's snow all over the place. We saw it happen to Harris on the far side as she was trying to skate. She would have had a breakaway, and the puck just stood there. Referee keeps Wilson and Rizzo back off the line, the imaginary line, chipped forward, too strong. Kratzer sends it forward. Rizzo was looking for a feed up there. Otterbein sends it forward. Rizzo shields off Kratzer. Otterbein picks it up, sends it back into the defensive zone. Now Rizzo picks it back up. There you see 21 with the dump in. Looks like it might have hit the ref. It came to a spot in the middle of the ice, and Bellin was there bearing down on Harris. Here goes Olivia Rothstein. She'll take it into the offensive zone. Has a little opening. Takes a shot. Oh, it hit the glove and went over. She handcuffed the goalie, but Crosset kept it out. Now between the points, rather on the left point, Rothstein was backing up and looked like she was trying to go between. Rizzo gets onside just in the nick of time. Sent forward, a little ping pong going on here. Bandits will change. See Rizzo jump off, but Otterbein's still out there. Scott's out there now. And on the far side, McSherry. Olivia Rothstein heads off, so the defense will complete a change as McCaffrey's out there now with Kepler on the far side. Battle on the near side wall. Bertinetti chips it forward. McCaffrey grabs it over to Kepler, who finds McSherry. Change happening over there. There's 6 on the ice. One was involved in the play to hold up one of the Bandits, so I think that York might have gotten away with one right there. The player coming off the ice and going to the bench did get tied up with the player that had the puck. But maybe because she was trying to take herself out of the play, they give her the benefit of the doubt. Either way, Bandits with it in the offensive zone, and they'll play with it down low with 7:50 left. They trail 2-1. A different contest here, a different posture as there's a battle for the puck in the far wall, and time ticks off the clock. Kepler from the point sends it down low. Crosset sticks it away. Gabby Rothstein with it. She'll skate it toward the middle. McCaffrey trying to get it away from Brewer. Brewer retreats it back, finds Bertinetti, comes to the point. Scott picks it up, and the versatile Scott knows how to play that point. Took it away from Maluzio. Scott tees it up, gets the shot off, stick save, centering feed off the rebound, and shepherded away. Kepler kept it in for a moment. Bertinetti took it out. Kepler will get it into the zone. Nelson got it forward. McCaffrey and Nelson. Here's Brewer trying to move it forward. Comes up the near side wall. 6:50 left now. Shot by Maluzio went off the cage of the effervescent number 66 in green. He's smiling about it. It was offside, but it looked like she actually had gotten out of the zone to me. But nothing like a little friendly fire to bring chuckles to the players on the ice and the parents right behind us, and mostly York parents were situated in this spot. I always hear nice things from our York Devils family. We know a lot of you have tuned in over the years. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Bandits. Folia comes in with Sperling. They make it a 2-on-2. Shot, stick save, and Crosset covers up. Big opportunity for the Bandits right there, and they cannot cash in. Off the face-off, Camarada had right church, wrong pew, was looking for Venuto, but just sent it out of the zone. They retreat. Phillips picks it up. Folia knocked it out of the zone. Cochran to the far side for Phillips. Will cross dump it. Actually, it goes on net, so Keenan had to steer it aside. We'll see if they put a shot on goal for that. From my angle, couldn't tell if it was just directed to the corner or was a shot. That one will be a shot. A puck on its end. A roller comes like a curveball at Harper Keenan. That one does go down as a save. Up the far side wall, Cochran had that puck pop up on her. Now Shoemaker Gromick with it. Tees it up, takes a shot. It hits one. Loose in front. There was a save and another save with the left pad. First the glove, then the pad. Now the stick and covered up at the whistle. 5:27 remaining. Can the Bandits find that tying goal? Otterbein discusses it with Rizzo. She'll be on the dot. Rizzo in the slot. Annalise Claus, is she the one? She's been close today. She'll start it out on the far wing. On the right point, Kira Redmond on the left, Olivia Rothstein. Ref bending down low. I wonder if he was doing that for our purposes. Rothstein has to retreat under pressure from Wilson. Otterbein, you get a good look at Ava. Rizzo picks it up, has to dump it in. Didn't have anybody in the middle. Rizzo regains it behind the end line, looking to move it through. Hits the brakes, sends it back down low. Smacked back forward. Redmond's going to get it at the point and send it right back in, just past Otterbein. Claus is high, waiting for that puck to come in. Now she tries to chase it down. It's going to be Olivia Rothstein. Shot was tipped off of one of the sticks of the York Devils and exceeds the height of the glass for a face-off. Bandits will change with 4:48 left in period number 3. Will this be the crew that finds the tying goal? Sherry with the positioning now in the slot. Gabby Rothstein on the dot, wins it to her twin sister Olivia, whose shot is blocked, and now they retreat into their own zone. Redmond picks it up. Redmond lost it for a second, but found it in her skates just in the nick of time. Perez with it, dumps it in, and does get it down low. Puck on its end. Wilson's going to pick it up. Wilson looks to get it up to Perez. They go back and forth. It came to the middle, but McGonigal was hounded by a couple of Bandits. McSherry dumps that one. Crozet knocks it down and freezes it there. She did have a couple of her teammates there. Harris and Kratzer were both there, but Crosser elects to cover it up. That gives Folia a chance on the dot as Sperling makes an adjustment to the left skate. In the slot, Camarada on the right wing. Is it going to be this line that finds the tying goal? Camarada gets creamed into the boards and she's holding her head. Harris rode her just a little too high and hard. Camarada is moving and they were going to help her up for a moment, and now the refs tell her to stay down. Gets her legs, and now Izzy Camarada limps off to the bench. And goes back out. So Camarada is able to shake it off. She was limping around, shaking the left leg. So she might have just gotten that caught underneath, but stays out there for the power play with 4:05 left in period number 3, and the Bandits trailing 2-1.
Time of the penalty, 4:05 remaining of the third period.
So the Bandits, this is their golden opportunity. They'll play it 5-on-4. They could play it 6-on-4 if they so choose, but for now, they'll just use the regular power play unit. Knockdown there. Folia exchanges. Centering feed. One-timer goes wide. Gabby Rothstein was in front. She had it. Sperling off the end boards, looking for Camarada. Centering feed. Folia redirects it, but it goes wide. Knocked down with a high stick. So Shoemaker Gromick better play it just to get the whistle, because Bertonetti would have walked right in. So that face-off, because she touched it down there, it's going to be a defensive zone draw. If you touch it in neutral ice, they'll either face it off at the center zone or one of the dots outside the zone where you typically see an offside face-off. In the deepest, darkest depths of the rule book for that one. 1:17 on the power play. Bandits looking to find the tying goal. 3:22 left in the game. 2-1 York Devils. Trying to earn a split of the Sunday doubleheader. Bandits will attack with McSherry, Kepler, Venuto, Scott, and McCaffrey. Shot goes off the stick of Crosset. Now the Bandits will try to set up. McSherry sent it in the middle, but didn't find any sticks there. Now a pass through the zone. McSherry's got a lot of room and a lot of time. She'll take it right to the top of the slot, leave it for McCaffrey. McCaffrey sends it to the far side for Venuto. Venuto tries to get it through, but Wilson knocked it away. Venuto regains it. Sends it below the end line, but nobody there. Maluzio's going to pick it up. Loses an edge. Oh, and then Venuto toppled right over her. Both players are okay. Sent up. That is not going to be an offside because it hit one of the York Devils and trickled its way in. But the Bandits now, with just 15 seconds left on the power play and 2:18 in the game, need to find one quick. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves in the loss column here today. McSherry gets knocked down at the line. It's still onside. McSherry gets up slow and goes gingerly to the bench, replaced by Camarada. Camarada looking to steal that one from Ryder, but it's offside as Venuto was stuck on the far side and Camarada never saw it. 1:48 remaining, period number 3. 2-1 York Devils, 24-16 the shots in favor of the Bandits. They had a 30-9 edge in shots in game 1. A decidedly different story here. Can they find that tying goal? Season series tied at 1 at the moment. Olivia Rothstein picked that one off, takes a shot, bouncing puck, oh, it's a save, but it was right dangling there for some Bandit to grab it, and nobody did. Cross, it escapes disaster. Picked up by Sperling, gets into the offensive zone, leaves it for Folia, tees it up, sends it well wide. It comes off the boards on the far side. Keenan remains in the nets. There's no call for her to head to the bench. It's chipped out. Is this going to go for an icing? And it will not. That puck died just as it was about to get to the red line. A huge break, and there's going to be another penalty here. And the Bandits, for the final minute, will be on the power play. Let's see if they decide to go 6-on-4, if they call this a roughing or a check or interference. Take your pick. And they call the body check on Kalina Cochran. So the Bandits, I mean, this is gift wrapped for them. If they, I mean, you couldn't draw up a better scenario than having a power play in the final minute with a 1-goal deficit. They can elect to play a 5-on-4. If they go 6-on-4, the net would be empty, but icing, important to note, in effect in all situations at this level. So if the Devils had an empty net at which to shoot from behind their side of the red line and they missed, it would cause an offensive zone draw for the Bandits. Shots 25-16
York Devils number 22, Kalina Cochran, minor penalty for body
the Bandits. They've
time of the penalty, 1 minute remaining of the third period.
10 of the last 11 or 12 here, but they haven't been able to dent Kalina across it. They've been close, but they haven't been able to solve her the second time to even it up. Keenan will commence the power play in the net. So they will attack 5-on-4. Folia, Camarada, Gabby Rothstein up front. Shoemaker, Gromick, and Sperling on the back line. I'll try to keep an eye on the goalie for you to see if she's coming out. Bandits attacking down low. York will get this puck out. It goes into Shoemaker, Gromick's skates. Sperling retreats back now to Shoemaker, Gromick with 45 seconds. Bandits on the power play. They're down 1. They're trying to tie it up. They need that goal. Trying to get through traffic. Camarada, Shoemaker, Gromick. Shot blocked. Here comes Nelson. He does have a goalie to shoot at. Keenan knocked it down with the glove and quickly got rid of it to move the puck forward. Great move. Here's Camarada. 1-on-1. Has Sperling down the middle. Didn't see her. Camarada still with it with 18 seconds. Oh boy, she had Jesse right down the middle. In front, Folia just had that one hop over the stick. Now 11 seconds. They move it to the right side. Teed up, shot, misses the mark with 6 seconds. Shoemaker Gromick has to keep it in if she wants to have any prayer. She does. 1 second, the clock's going to expire, and York walks away with a 2-1 win. So the Bandits, all they could have asked for, they opt to not pull the goalie to go 6-on-4 for that final minute. And they don't register a shot on that final power play. And they come up short by the score of 2-1. Nelson will get credit for the game winner. And Camarada with the lone goal for the Bandits in this one. 4-1 Bandits in the first, 2-1 York Devils in the second game. So the Devils walk away with the split. The Bandits were hoping for something a little bit better, as you always do after winning the first game. You want to get greedy and win the second game. Final shots on goal, 25-17 in favor of the Bandits, if we didn't tell you that already. And if we also haven't told you, we want you to subscribe to Rizzo Vision and hit the alerts button, and every time we come on the air or go on demand like we do from the ice vault typically, and something changes, that's the way it'll be, you will know when you will see these games. The first game will already be up there by the time you're watching this, so if you have your alerts on, you'll have known that already. And if you haven't subscribed, no matter which side you're from, we encourage you to do so because it supports the sport of girls hockey, a rare and exclusive sorority for our girls. Once again, the final score in the evening battle, York Devils 2, Bandits 1. From the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits Girls Hockey on Rizzo Vision.